Alright, I'm gonna try to talk a little less.
Heaven help you, because I sure as hell won't.
Alright, what's the point I was going? Okay, yeah. As I was saying, I love fights about comic book characters, but comic fights are 99%
Say goodnight,
complete
sleazeball.
failure bullshit to the beings you're trying to represent. We'll use Superman because he's just, classic, typical, get an idea. Superman, like a long fight for him might be like 8 pages. 8 pages in a comic is a long fight. You can see the problem there. This will be my Death Note fucking criticism to the industry as a whole, is we spend half a year building up this conflict, and
You should have called in sick.
we'll jump to Batman here. We'll say Joker spent half a year in the comic world, like, because obviously you get one issue a month. Sometimes what they're doing now is they're crossing over characters and titles. So it's like, okay, if you want to see the continuation of this story arc of Joker in the Batman lore, you have to buy this month's issue of Nightwing, or this month's issue of Batgirl, this month's issue of Catwoman, in order to get the full story of what's going on. So you get the max payoff, but at the same time, no, it shouldn't be like that. It's a cheap grab to sell more issues of characters that generally people aren't as interested in. But that's the fault of the industry establishing these characters and failing to take it on as proper as they should. How did I digress? Okay,
Consider yourself
anyway.
retired.
Getting back to the comic fight aspect, again, Red Hood is pretty badass in this demo. I can see and buy into and like this character in the comic world, not so much, because we're not even fleshing him out in this fucking essentially 10-minute DLC pack, which is going to be longer, obviously, because I died. But
You get dead.
it took less than 10 minutes in a fucking DLC on a video game to make me, accept and get in the lore of this character than years and years of comics could have done. Not a good sign. But it also gives an interesting future dynamic to what could the actual progression of comics and comic characters be. I think video games and quote-unquote, obviously, to today's standards, the big screen is actually doing. Comic book movies are the hottest fucking commodity today.
I want a word with your boss, Black Mask. Where is he?
You ain't gonna kill me. You ain't gonna kill me.
Do I look like Batman to you? Rethink
Not
your answer
Batman.
before I fill you up with lead.
Downtown, his office. But you ain't gonna get him. He knows you're coming, freak.
Good.
Boom, bitch. But now we get to the low point of this DLC, which is fucked up because it's the end. Never end on a sour note. Maybe I'll do the Batgirl DLC because it's much more rewarding than this. Although this is shorter. Earl, you see that, Earl? Shoulder shrug, Earl. Don't tell me you didn't see fucking Earl in that shit.
Target practice.
That's the worst part. My only major complaint, which is not, obviously it's not many complaints, but it's a fucking critical one. The camera angle. I don't know if they did that on purpose to try to make it quote-unquote more difficult. It's really not. I understand what's going on around me perfectly fine in order to do it perfectly fine, except I just got tackled by some fucking guy because I'm talking and it takes away some of my focus percentage. But the camera angle is just so fucking bad, I can't appreciate anything. You'll really get to know that here. Just watch this. This is the boss fight. It is so over dramatic, under climatic, because wait. Okay, I just fucked that up. It's giving you less visuals. This is what essentially the boss fight Black Mask is.
Just a little more effort, Roman, and this might be a challenge.
This is right here. This is what it comes down to. A bad, can't see what you're doing camera angle while just punching Black Mask in the corner. That's all this levels out to. This is the big fucking climax of this DLC. Which of course is not an impressive DLC, it's rather short, but such is the Arkham series. Batman is the main focus. Only Batman sells comics. We're doing this to give you the characters a little push. And the Batman push. This is Batman. Which again, I have no problem with that. I don't hate Batman as a character, but I like the world of Batman far better than I will ever like Batman. Batman has more interesting characters who are side, maybe even sub-main characters than himself, but essentially DC only recognizes Batman as the draw, so everything has to be focused on Batman. I might die. If I die doing this, I'll just die because it's like... Oh my god, I just barely got it. You fucking man. Oh no. I have this. 2 hits. See, like, this is just, like, do you see the redundancy of this? Like, it's, I'm fighting a boss, but what have you actually witnessed the whole time? Because the camera angle, this is how they present it. And I have to personally, I have to adjust the camera in order to get any other shot than that. That's the default shot, and that's essentially what this boss fight boils down to. Corner punching. It's bad on their part. One of the only real bad boss fights in the Arkham series. Most of them are actually pretty well done.
Money, drugs, guns, weapons, whatever you want. Please, I'll take a plane. Leave Gotham. Never show my face again. Anywhere you want. I'll go anywhere.
How about you go to hell?
Ooh, cheesy comic book writing, but
Say
it's its strength as well as its weakness. Like your duality, Terry. Anyway, I actually might do the Batgirl DLC if you give this a thumbs up, and then, yeah, fuck that. I'll bitch to you about this at work and all that shit. Anyway, it's bedtime. This is like the 4th attempt because that stupid audio. It's good enough because I don't care anymore. So